So I gotta say, man, this episode and episode before this, so the past two episodes, the Gauche and Marie thing and Asta thing that they got going on comedic wise, like in this episode when whenever it looked as if she was running to him after she was finally saved, but she ran to Asta instead. It's just they executed it so well. Like the whole time, I like how they kind of stalled it out because it's just like, is she actually going to go to him? Is she actually going to go to him? And you kept asking yourself that. And there's that nice, like, little, I guess, comical suspense in that whole scene. So, through these last two episodes, there's one major thing that we have really, I guess, sort of come to realize. And that is, Gauche just isn't a good person. I mean, he's going to hit the old lady. And just, something happened to the kids. And it was not under her control, right? The snow spell gets them controlled. And they just went towards where the snow spell is coming from, which is, I mean, they're sleeping, so there's no other way around that. There's no way to assume what's going on or even know that the kids got up and left, right? They're being really quiet and silent about it. So, of course, it's not her fault. And Gauche is actually going to punch her. And he's like, it's not right, but it'll make me feel a little bit better. And we see Asta put him into the ground. Put that boy into the ground. But, we move on to, I guess, my main point that I want to make with this is we also get to see that Gauche doesn't even stop to let us off to see what that kid's doing. A kid that's laying in the snow, that's not, just laying outside the cave, wasn't Marco, I believe. And he's just like, no, I'm not stopping. You want to go help him? Jump. I'm only here for Marie. And it shows that selfishness. It shows that he is not a good person at all, at all whatsoever. And we see that Yami actually kind of helped him with not being a good person, I guess, because I don't really know how, what Yami's biggest lesson was and or not was, but he says you can protect who you want. You join the Black Bulls, you can protect who you want. And that's not what it should be about. At least that's not how we've been taught what it is about. And maybe Yami, he's like, you got to figure this out on your own. Because if I tell you to do something, of course, you're going to be intimidated by me. And I'm higher up, so you got to listen to me. That's to put food on the table for your sister and you. And maybe it's just something that's just like, I'm going to say this, but if you really, 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 really figure it out, you'll figure it out. And you'll find out that you are not a good person. You are a garbage person. And there's more value to life than just your sister. You don't have to know someone to know their life is valuable, per se. I guess that's really what I'm trying to get to. And I think that's really the message for, Yami. And sometimes you gotta, like, no matter what it is, even if it's like a breakup, you gotta let other people figure it out. I mean, sometimes they'll be confused. They'll say, I don't know what to do. And sometimes they'll just be like, then they'll show conviction in doing something that they want to do. Maybe it's moving or whatever. And sometimes you just gotta let them figure it out. Sometimes they don't want to be together for a few weeks. And then they're just kind of like, wow, you never know what you have till it's gone. And I think in Gauche's case, you don't really realize the value of life until, I guess, you try and you see others hurt, from having their loved ones lost, per se. Maybe that's really what this is about. So we also get to see that they are extracting magic from these kids. And right then and there, the whole magical extraction stuff, who they're doing it for, because was it Baro? I think I can't remember exactly. It's one of the two. But they mentioned, he's like, this wasn't supposed to be like this. Like, this is supposed to be a simple magic extracting job from these kids, and they're going to sell it for money. And who was it for? Was it for a kingdom? And I don't know. We don't know who it was for. But I mean, what are they going to do with that magical power? Probably give it to themselves. So that's something that we got to think about. I mean, who was it for? We don't know. But I mean, they're terrible antagonists because they're so weak. And that niche guy's not like the weakest thing in the world. But still, he's just a weird dude that bows down before this guy that's really weak and really hasn't shown any magical power himself. And if he does have magical power, he does not know how to use spells, and he doesn't have a grimoire. And I knew he was going to get ass kicked by Asta to begin with. But one last thing I do want to talk about was something my brother actually brought to me, my older brother. And yes, I only have one older brother. Well, yeah, technically yes. So look at my older brother, and he's just like, I look at my older brother. I'm talking to my older brother, he's just like, has that fairy thing, and also has an arrow, and he's just kind of like, I wonder if it's similar to that. And of course we know that the fairy has stuff to do with wind spells, so it makes you wonder. Obviously, we have a fairy and a bird, so they're two different things, but like they're kind of like familiars in a way, right? And I wonder if Nero does have a magical power. What is he there for? I gotta, kind of put an emphasis on that again. I just kind of want to show you that, guys, that comparison that he just kind of brought up to me. I was just kind of like, yeah, that's true. That's so freaking true. But I'm not really sure, if Nero is more of like maybe a guidance tool. Maybe it's something to, he's something that's supposed to suppress maybe what's within Asa's grimoire, because we did get to see, you know, those like demonic eyes in like the first episode whenever he fought, or second episode, one of the two. I think the second episode after he got his grimoire and that guy tried to steal it. Also had like a demonic kind of aura coming from him per se, right? And I think we've already learned what the four leaves stand for. I'm pretty sure we have learned what the four leaves stand for earlier on in the series. And one thing was demon, and I can't remember the other ones, but I just remember one. You know, one of the leaves, or Clover leaves, represented demon. So that's something we got to think about as well. And yeah, you know, leave your guys' thoughts on that in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. As always, you've been Hex. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter X25. See you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.